You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So here's something that stirred up a lot of raw emotion across Australia. James Vlassakis, one of the men involved in the infamous Snowtown murders, has just been granted parole after serving 26 years in prison. If you remember the case, or even if you don't, it was one of the most chilling crimes in Australian history. Back in the 90s, in a small town called Snowtown in South Australia, 11 people were brutally murdered. 8 of their decomposing bodies were later found stuffed into acid-filled barrels, hidden inside a disused bank vault. It was a discovery that shocked the nation and earned the case its grim nickname, the Bodies in the Barrels Murders. James Vlassakis was the youngest of the 4 perpetrators, and was just 19 years old when he got involved. His stepfather, John Bunting, who was widely considered the ringleader, had a huge influence over him. Vlassakis was eventually convicted for his role in 4 of the murders and sentenced to life in prison. However, because he cooperated with authorities and became the key prosecution witness against Bunting and another killer, Robert Wagner, he was given a non-parole period of 26 years. That time has now passed, and the South Australian Parole Board has approved his release. But here's the thing. This doesn't mean he's walking free just yet. There's a 60-day window now, in which key officials, including the state's attorney general and the police commissioner, can request a review of the decision. If the parole goes ahead, Vlassakis will first be placed in a pre-release center for up to a year, where he'll go through reintegration and resocialization programs. The parole board chair, Francis Nelson KEC, said Vlassakis has shown remorse, and that his behavior behind bars has been excellent. She even acknowledged that his time in prison has been especially tough, because he testified against Bunting and Wagner, something that likely made him a target. Still, victims' families are understandably outraged. Many say the decision feels like a betrayal, a reminder that their loved ones never got a second chance at life. Ronald Lane, the nephew of one of the victims, called the parole board fools, and said he was disgusted by the outcome. Even though Vlassakis will face strict conditions, including curfews, and being banned from contacting any of the victims' families, there's no denying that his potential release reopens painful wounds. For many, the trauma never really ended, and this decision brings it all back. So while parole has been granted, the fallout is far from over. Stay subscribed for more videos.